I wasted years trying to make more money. And the crazy part? I thought I was doing everything right. I worked harder. I slept less. I chased every single opportunity that crossed my feed. Crypto pumping? I wanted in. A stock trending on Twitter? I wanted that stock. Someone made $1 million flipping houses? Suddenly I wanted to be a real estate investor. I was copying successful people without understanding a single thing about why they were successful. But after years of chasing money, actually wasting years of my life on it, I finally figured out something that completely flipped my mindset. Making money and building wealth are two completely different skills. You can make a lot of money and still be broke. You can earn $10,000 a month and have nothing left in 6 months. And you can start with an average income and slowly build a financial machine that eventually hands you total freedom. The difference isn't luck. It's not talent. It's not even the market. It's the rules you follow. So, in this video, I'm going to break down 8 money rules I wish someone had taught me years earlier. And rule number 8 might completely change the way you think about investing. Let's get into it. Rule 1. Stop looking for the big win. Most people don't actually want to build wealth. What they really want is to escape their current life as fast as possible. That's why lottery tickets sell like crazy, even though the odds are insulting. That's why people ape into some random coin they heard about at midnight, with no idea what it even does. That's why someone will spend 6 months obsessively searching for the next big opportunity, refreshing charts, joining Discord groups, watching hype videos, but they won't spend 6 years quietly building one real, valuable skill. We are, all of us, a little addicted to the idea of one big win, one investment, one business, one lucky moment where everything suddenly changes. Here's the uncomfortable truth nobody wants to hear. Even if you do make money quickly, your habits will eventually catch up with you. Because money doesn't fix bad financial behavior. It exposes it. If you can't manage $1,000 responsibly, making $100,000 won't turn you into a financial genius overnight. You'll just make the same mistakes, except now they're bigger and they cost more. So somewhere along the way, I stopped asking, how can I get rich quickly? And I started asking a completely different, much more boring question. What financial system could I follow for the next 10 years? That question isn't exciting. It won't get you a viral clip, but boring questions, asked consistently over a long enough time, create extraordinary lives. Rule 2. Your first investment is not a stock. Let's do quick math together. Say you have $1,000. You invest it and somehow pull off an incredible 20% return in a year. That's $200 in your pocket. Solid. But let's be honest, it's not life-changing. Now flip the scenario. What if you took that same $1,000 and used it to learn a skill that increased your income by $1,000 every single month? That's $12,000 a year, 60 times more than the great investment return. This is exactly why I believe most people start investing too early in their journey. They have a small amount of money, and instead of building their earning power, they spend hundreds of hours hunting for the perfect stock or the next 10 times coin. But here's the thing, when you're starting from zero, the real problem was never your investment return, it's your income. Your greatest asset when you have little money is your ability to earn more of it. Sales, marketing, video editing, coding, negotiation, building and running a business, copywriting, public speaking. Any one of these skills can produce cash flow for years, long after you've learned them. The stock market is great at growing money you already have, but before any of that works, you need money to grow in the first place. So before you obsess over your portfolio or your watch list, stop and ask yourself, what skill could make me more valuable 12 months from today than I am right now? Because sometimes the best investment opportunity isn't on Wall Street, it's sitting in the mirror. Rule 3. Create a gap between your income and your ego. Here's a financial trap almost nobody talks about openly because it's a little embarrassing. Every single time our income goes up, our lifestyle quietly goes up right alongside it. You get a raise, and suddenly you deserve a nicer car. You land a bigger client, and you move into a better apartment. You close a big deal, and now there's a more expensive watch on your wrist. Dinners get pricier, vacations get flashier, and somehow, even though you're earning twice what you used to, you still feel just as broke, maybe even more stressed about money than before. This is called lifestyle inflation, and it is one of the quietest wealth killers in existence because it never feels like a mistake in the moment. It feels like a reward you've earned. To be clear, I'm not telling you to live miserably or deprive yourself. Money should absolutely improve your quality of life. That's the whole point of earning it. But you need a gap, a real, measurable gap between what you earn and what you spend. Because that gap, and only that gap, is where actual wealth gets built. If you earn $5,000 a month and spend all $5,000, congratulations, you have an expensive lifestyle. You do not have financial freedom. Those are two very different things, and a lot of people confuse them for years. Your real goal should be simple to say, even if it's hard to do, increase your income faster than you increase your lifestyle. Do that consistently, and something powerful starts to happen almost automatically. Cash begins accumulating in the background, and cash, more than almost anything else, gives you options. Rule 4. Buy time before you buy status. When I was younger, I genuinely believed expensive things were proof of success. A nice car, a nice watch, a nice apartment, these felt like scoreboards. I think about it completely differently now. The single most valuable thing money can buy isn't a status symbol at all. It's control over your time. Think about it honestly for a second. A luxury car might make you feel good for a few minutes when you're driving it. But real freedom is waking up on a random Monday morning and actually getting to decide what you do with your day. Freedom is being able to walk away from a job that's slowly draining you. Freedom is being able to spend an entire uninterrupted afternoon with your family. No laptop open in the background. Freedom is being able to say no to a client, a project, a demand on your time, without it threatening your ability to pay rent. And saying no on your own terms might be one of the greatest luxuries that exists. So, before you buy something purely to impress the people around you, pause and ask yourself this uncomfortable question. Does this purchase actually improve my life, or am I just buying somebody else's approval? It's a painful question to sit with honestly, but answering it truthfully, over and over, can save you years of what is basically financial slavery in disguise. Rule 5. Build your financial wall. Life does not care about your investment plan, your spreadsheet, or your 5-year vision board. Your car breaks down the same week rent is due. You lose your biggest client with zero warning. Your business slows down for reasons that have nothing to do with you. An unexpected bill shows up tomorrow morning and it's due Friday, and when you have no cash sitting around, every single one of these problems instantly becomes an emergency. That's exactly why you need what I call a financial wall. Some people call it an emergency fund. I actually prefer to think of it as a freedom fund because that's really what it protects. Your ability to make decisions from a place of strength instead of panic. The exact number depends entirely on your life, your expenses, your risk tolerance. But the underlying goal is always the same. Have enough cash sitting on the sidelines that you could survive several months without spiraling into panic mode. Because panic, it turns out, is incredibly expensive. People sell great investments at exactly the worst possible time because they suddenly need cash. People accept terrible deals, lowball job offers, bad business terms, because they're desperate and out of options. People stay stuck in relationships, jobs, and situations they genuinely hate simply because they can't afford to walk away. Cash sitting in a savings account won't make you rich on its own, but it can absolutely stop desperation from making you poor. Rule 6. Make boring investing your default. Here's something social media will never tell you because it doesn't get views. Good investing is often unbelievably boring. Nobody makes a viral video saying, "I invested the same amount every single month for 20 years, and I waited." That's not exciting. Nobody's clicking on that thumbnail. Instead, what you see is, "I turned $500 into $1 million, with the shocked face thumbnail and the red arrow pointing up. Because excitement gets clicks, and clicks are the entire business model. But excitement and actual wealth are not the same thing. They are, in fact, often opposites. For most people, a diversified, low-cost approach to investing, held consistently over long periods of time, through the boring years and the scary years alike, can be a far more sensible foundation than constantly jumping from one hot trend to the next. Notice I said foundation. You can absolutely still study individual companies. You can explore real estate. You can build businesses on the side. But you need to genuinely understand the risk you're taking on. Never confuse gambling with investing just because you did it through a slick-looking finance app on your phone. Before I put real money into anything, I force myself to answer 3 questions honestly. How exactly does this thing make money? What specifically could cause me to lose money here? Would I still want to own this if literally nobody talked about it on social media for the next 5 years? If I can't answer all 3 clearly, I probably don't actually understand the investment. And I have a hard personal rule. I don't invest in things I don't understand, no matter how good the story sounds. Rule 7. Cash flow changes the game. There are assets you buy and simply hope become more valuable over time. And then there are assets that actively produce cash for you. Understanding the difference between these two completely changed how I look at money. Picture this. You buy something for $100,000. You sit on it. You wait patiently. 5 years later, maybe, just maybe, it's worth $150,000. That's called appreciation, and it depends heavily on timing, luck, and market conditions outside your control. Now picture something different. You own an asset that sends real money into your account every single month while you still fully own the underlying asset. That's cash flow, and it feels completely different to hold. It could be a small business, a rental property, a piece of intellectual property like a book or a course, or really any other income-producing asset you can think of. Now, to be fair, this doesn't mean every cash flow investment is automatically a good one. A poorly run business can absolutely lose money every month. A badly chosen rental property can turn into a genuine nightmare of tenants and repairs. The numbers still matter enormously in both directions. But once you truly understand cash flow as a concept, you start looking at every purchase and every investment differently. Instead of only asking, how much does this cost? You start asking a much more powerful question. What does this actually produce? That single shift in the question you ask can change your entire financial trajectory. Rule 8. Build a money machine you actually understand. This is the rule. I genuinely wish someone had sat me down and explained years earlier. Save this one. Your greatest wealth opportunity might already be hiding inside something you already know deeply. You just haven't recognized it yet. A builder already understands construction, permits, contractors, and timelines. A dentist already understands how a dental practice actually runs day to day. A content creator already understands attention and what makes people stop scrolling. A salesperson already understands customers, what they fear, what they want, what makes them say yes. And yet, over and over, people ignore their own hard-won expertise and instead chase industries they know absolutely nothing about, purely because the unfamiliar looks shinier and more exciting from the outside. But real knowledge is a genuine, durable advantage. If you've spent 10 years inside an industry, you've seen problems that a total outsider simply cannot see. You understand the customers on a deep level. You understand pricing and margins. You understand exactly where money quietly gets wasted. You understand what people constantly complain about, over and over again. And every single one of those repeated, recurring problems could potentially become a real business opportunity. So take a moment and actually look at your own life honestly. What do people constantly come to you for help with? What industry or skill do you understand noticeably better than the average person walking down the street? What specific problem have you personally watched play out 100 times? That's exactly where I would start looking. Because wealth isn't always about discovering the next flashy big thing out there in the world. Sometimes it's about finally seeing the opportunity that's been standing quietly in front of you the entire time. Recap. Stop looking for the big win. Invest in your earning ability. Create a gap between income and ego. Buy time before status. Build your financial wall. Make boring investing your default. Understand cash flow. Build a money machine you understand. Outro. None of these rules make you rich tomorrow. That's the point. Real wealth isn't built in one exciting moment. It's built through hundreds of small decisions. The skill you learned, the purchase you skipped, the money you invested, the opportunity you turned down. The years you stayed consistent when nobody was watching. Then one day, people call you lucky. They never saw the system, only the result. If you want real freedom, stop waiting for a lucky break. Build a system so strong you don't need one. Subscribe if you want to build wealth without the fake guru nonsense. See you in the next video.